Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my Robinhood portfolio. What I thought I would do now is talk a little bit more about Snap. A lot of you guys have been asking for my opinion on this stock, so I thought I would just kind of do an update video from my first video when the stock first came out on March 2nd with its IPO. If we kind of take a look at what's happened since that time, over the last month, you can see here March 2nd was its IPO. Was initially priced at 17. Looks like 24 is when it opened. At one point getting up to $27, $28 before pulling back quite dramatically here, 21.44, and then trending up a bit and then coming down again. This whole little segment here is what was referred to as a dead cat bounce. Really just kind of describing a small but brief recovery in the price of a declining stock. And it's kind of a morbid description, but essentially it was coined by, I think, a couple different folks back in the mid-'80s, that if you drop a cat from high enough, it's going to bounce a bit. So that's kind of where that name came from. Don't know the entire history behind that particular description, but I think that's what's happening here. So I think this will continue to trend down. And if we take a look over the last week and last day, it's definitely been trending down here. Over the last week, negative 21.65. So I would predict that this will continue to trend down. And really, a lot of my sentiments and thoughts of this stock have not changed from its IPO. One of the big problems with this stock is that it doesn't have a great revenue stream. It doesn't have a great business model that it can turn a profit. Right now, I believe over the last year it was negative 500 and some million dollars. Year before that, even more. And the other big problem with this stock as well is that it's kind of like a Facebook and or Twitter, but one stat said something to the effect that it's 80% smaller than Facebook. And not only that, but it's about 50% penetrated with regards to its potential user base, meaning that it's already got about 50% of all potential users that it can get. And it's still turning a negative 500 and some million dollar loss, which I think is a big problem for this stock. So I don't see this stock turning into a Facebook. I think it could turn into something more like Twitter. And the other big problem with this stock too is that its user base is typically younger crowd, and they can be quite fickle with new trends and fads. So this could go the wayside. Kind of like MySpace did back in the early days of social networking. So for all those reasons, I think this is a very, very risky stock. If you currently have this stock, I would think about getting out of it quickly. I don't see this ever coming back up to where it was. Certainly not coming back up to the $27, $28 range at all. I don't even see it coming back to 24. I see this going down to $14, $15 before that decline stops there. So that's my thought about the stock. Again, I could be completely wrong about that, but as far as the business model, I don't see how this is going to be turning a profit anytime soon. As far as its user base, don't really see how this is going to be keeping pace with any of the other large social networks like Facebook and Twitter. And really the application itself is sort of a camera add-on. It's not even a social networking platform in itself per se. So again, I see a limited upside. I see a lot of potential risk with this stock, a lot of downside potential. So I would get out of the stock if you are in it. Having said all that, let me know what you guys have been doing with this stock. If you guys decided to buy some with the initial IPO on March 2nd, or maybe you got in with some momentum trading here. Hopefully you guys did not buy on the momentum and then held through this big downtrend here. But I'm not going to be buying any Snap. Like I said, my thoughts have not changed on this stock. I think it's a very risky play. But let me know what you guys are doing with this. If you guys have this in your portfolios, if you're going to hold this for maybe a swing trade later on, let me know. I'm always very interested. So yeah, just wanted to put a quick video out about Snap. And kind of with that, I'll end the video. As always, if you enjoy my videos, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And until the next video, we'll see you then.